You seem to be enjoying all these videos on memorable and legendary character entrances, so why not proceed with the next logical character, fathers. Father characters in anime, especially action shonen, are some of the most important ones. Often mentors, usually rivals, and always awesome. That's why for today, we'll be looking at some of my favourite father entrances in Battle Shonen. And let's get things started with Isshin's entrance.
喋りすぎだぜ。アイゼ。
How fitting. Bleach just came back, and we're starting off with Isshin Kurosaki, one of the anime dads whose real personality and awesomeness betray his first impressions. Isshin, from the get-go, looked like one of those joke characters who wouldn't play a role in the main overarching plot of the story, but it can't be any further from the truth, actually. Isshin today has had not one, but two epic entrances. I feel that the more memorable one would be the one in the Arrancar arc. Sure, turning the tides against Aizen is cool and all, but him saving Kon from Grand Fissure while revealing that he's quite the powerful Shinigami was a big change in the status quo. It's a twist that savvy people saw coming, but when has that ever weakened the impact of a hype moment? You can see it coming, but when it does happen, it's as awesome as it's ever been. Isshin also one-shot a freshly powered up Grand Fissure, so that's really something too. Now, we all thought Isshin was a joke character in the early arcs, but we at least knew he was alive, unlike this next father. Yes, Igneel. The same Igneel we're left to believe was gone for half the series makes his return to even the odds in the hopeless battle against Acnologia. That's just no way for the heroes and their attacks to reach the all-powerful Acnologia, and with the threat of Face looming in the distance, they needed bigger backup. And that backup came in the form of Igneel, who burst out of Natsu. It's an awesome cliffhanger to an episode, and one that made all Fairy Tail fans feel emotional. Igneel finally returned in full glory to take on Acnologia in the Clash of the Titans that everyone wanted. That's the highlight of the arc, and it all started from a surprising return that had everyone all hyped. The moment was just pure awesomeness. Never mind the rest of the dragons soon coming back to help while the heroes battle their respective opponents. The Tartarus arc is amazing in its own ways. We've all had heroic examples, so how about changing a little bit now and featuring Yujiro? When it comes to Yujiro, you expect a burly beast of a man. Someone who comes in heralded by thunder and lightning, striking fear into the hearts of everyone. Just look at how intimidating his verbal introduction was. Look at how much the characters hyped his prowess. Now, did you expect something this over the top? Jumping straight out of a helicopter before swinging into a building is something you'd expect agile secret agents would do. But boy, did he completely pull it off perfectly. Everyone's reaction says it all. This completely came out of the left field, but in a way, it also fits Yujiro to do something as big as this and be the talk of the town. Yujiro has got a lot of great moments both in the classic Baki and the modern sequel, and this ranks somewhere high up there. Endeavor has one of these, you know. Endeavor! How could Endeavor, out of all people, not join the party? It's something he won't allow in-universe, and with how cool this scene was, it's also something that I'd love to be part of the list. We've had a lot of discussion on Endeavor fights and how awesome they are, but how about this entrance? He comes out of nowhere, delivering a punch filled with so much power you can feel it beyond the screen. Such a grand and powerful entrance is oh so fitting for Endeavor. He's all straight to business, which also gives some good contrast with All Might, come to think of it. Whereas the latter lets the moment sink in and seems to relish how his grand entrance will come as a source of relief to others. Endeavor goes straight to the explosions and the power moves. A go-getter and a perfectionist in the truest sense of the word, Endeavor really deserves this kind of entrance. It's filled with energy and power, much like how Yujiro does his. Don't these scenes make you want to watch full episodes of anime? Unfortunately, from where I am, such a thing isn't easy. That's why I have to thank today's sponsors, ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN is your trustworthy partner when you browse the internet. You see, anime, despite its popularity, has actually got quite a limited distribution. I know that sucks, but I managed to hold out thanks to ExpressVPN. All you need to do is find a server, click the button, wait for it to connect, and voila! You get those streaming sites thinking you're in the US, and it opens a wide variety of shows that you can now legally enjoy. And that's not all. It's not just your account on streaming sites that gets protected. ExpressVPN provides extra protection from spying entities that plague the internet. Hackers, not so pleasant government agencies, companies wanting your data, you know, the list just goes on. And ExpressVPN is here to deal with them by protecting your activity data. You can get 3 months of ExpressVPN for free by following the link below or typing in www.expressvpn.com/ViniiTube. Open a brand new horizon in your life on the internet only with the best VPN service in town, ExpressVPN. It's time to go back to the classics with Goku arriving to fight Frieza. With even the mighty Vegeta falling against the power of Frieza, all hope is lost. However, hope is never lost if Goku's around, and our main character uses his chance to make his grand entrance to Namek, the perfect opponent to try and put an end to Frieza's ambitions. And while this entrance isn't as bombastic in modern standards, it's the thought that counts. I just can't imagine how it feels to be a DBZ fan back when this was first airing and seeing Goku save the day. Frieza has already been properly hyped, and Goku making his grand return gives the feeling of two unstoppable forces colliding. This is peak Goku, not in terms of power, but in terms of presence. You can tell everyone knows the battle's taken a completely different turn upon his arrival in the scene. If you're up for something flashier, more eye-catching in the traditional way, we have Minato's arrival for you.
遅かったか?
What's the most awesome way to enter the fray? It won't be undisputed top of the list, but warping away the Ten Tails attack while arriving in such a cool pose has to be up there. And that's what Minato just did in this scene that we'll be remembering for a very long time. Ever since the Kages got revived in the final Naruto arc, we all knew they were going to do something amazing, but it's just so fitting that Minato not only arrives first, but also does the heavy lifting. Minato's arrival marks a major breakthrough in the Alliance counterattack. I like how the epic moment also manages to throw in some comedic banter to lighten the mood after the Alliance just faced a complete wipe seconds ago. It also gave the floor for the other Kages and Sasuke to make it back and maybe give everyone a fighting chance. Not only does this scene depict an epic entrance by an anime dad, it's also one of the most amazing ways the hero team gets saved. Wrapping this list up is Dragon's arrival. Now this is a moment that's pure, unadulterated presence. Dragon's got the look to pull it off, and the way he saved Luffy from Smoker surely got One Piece fans worldwide off their seats, stunned in awe. The rain and thunder just adds to the moment so much, giving Dragon that extra oomph to this entrance. He didn't crash into the scene or stop a world-ending attack with this one, but the energy is just there. The presence is so overwhelming, and this arrival sets the stage perfectly for the showcase of power Dragon proceeds to show.
行ってこい。それがお前のやり方ならな。
That just about wraps up this list. What do you think is the best father entrance on the list? And what do you think can also make it into this list? I'd love to hear from you, so head on to our social media. All the links are in the description, and the team would love to have you as part of the community. Or you could just write in the comments. Engagement is good for the algorithm, and I'd love nothing better than for the channel's videos to do well. Thanks for watching, I hope you have a great day ahead, and I'll see you in the next video.